For AES, working with Ulster Wildlife over the past 10 years has been an amazing experience. It's allowed us to deepen our impact from our corporate social responsibility, engage our people, and engage the next generation to make sure that we're caring for our planet in the way that we need to for our children.
Yes, one of our newest developments is bringing an internship in to work with AES and Ulster Wildlife, so that links the two organisations very closely together and helps us support them much better, so they'll be working with the Green Team and doing volunteering not only on the sites that are owned by AES but out around the local community on sites of environmental importance.
So AES have come out here to help us today, doing a volunteer day, which is great because this kind of thing would take us maybe 2 days as a team. They've done it in a couple of hours. It seems that they really enjoy it.
I think the programme has had a very positive impact on the people working on both sites. The programmes that we have had have allowed people to actually work as teams, and those are cross-functional teams, and they get to meet people that quite often they wouldn't meet for once or twice a year. And so it helps develop relationships within the business.
AES's relationship with Ulster Wildlife started because we found the bee orchid, endangered species on our site. We felt that there was value in finding out what else was there. The original intent was to bring in a consultancy or whatever to do a biodiversity survey on the site. And I mean, we've had a 10-year relationship with Ulster Wildlife, and we asked them, could they do something like this? So they said yes. We actually, when we started bouncing ideas about, there was so much more value in having an intern for a year to not only do a biodiversity survey, but to help us set up green teams, to help us with actual projects on the ground. And I mean, that's really where it's come to.
Okay, so we're just outside the admin building at AES Kilroot here. Behind me you can see what looks a little bit like a bit of a mess here at the moment. But this is one of the conservation activities we've got our AES volunteers out to help with today. We've got them to remove most of the grass to leave a lot of brown earth. We've sowed it with wildflower seed and we've then trampled it in. So all being well, this time next year this will be a beautifully diverse piece of grassland. We'll have lots of different species. We've also done today, we've got some of the AES staff out in the workshop knocking up some bird boxes. So you might be able to see them in the background there. So made all different sizes of holes for different species of birds. We do have some great habitat on site for bird species, but you can see around the admin building there's a few less trees for them to nest in. So we've provided this, and hopefully it'll be more engaging for the staff as well.
So by hosting a biodiversity intern on our premises, we have someone who's working every day with our people. You can see the difference as you walk around the plant. You can see how people are engaged at a deeper level.
We're trying to encourage our staff to get out into the environment, to leave their office and their computer for at least half an hour and get out and see what's there, go for a walk and report anything that they see. So I definitely see a change in people. It's so much better for their health and their well-being.
We do a course which we've primarily directed at primary schools, local primary schools, local to the power plants, called Energy in Nature, and it's delivered by Ulster Wildlife. We fund the programme and provide the materials for it. It's been very successful.
We've been covering where energy come from and what sort of energy you use when we run out of coal and oil and gas.
It'll only do good for Northern Ireland, educating young children in all of the different types of energy that they'll be able to use throughout their lifetime.
It's actually been really rewarding because we've gone on this journey together as a partnership. So what we've come from is, for example, from finding the first bee orchid on this site, 10 years ago, to establish it, to doing what we're doing now and actually creating the habitats that will be hopefully full of these species in the future to come. But it's also been the journey that we've seen within the staff and within the Green Team themselves. Their ability to make things happen on site and make sure that biodiversity, that we don't just establish a baseline, but that we actually further the amount of biodiversity that we have on site.
I think our relationship with Ulster Wildlife has helped us a lot in making our sites into wildlife havens, and we hope that continues to develop as our programmes develop over the years. and I'd hope for a long and fulfilling relationship with AES and Ulster Wildlife.